Sorry, it's taking me so long. Welcome to the Lakers live stream, guys. Welcome to ZSPN on YouTube. Sorry, I had my mic problem, so my apologies. But now I'm back. Welcome everyone to the Lakers post game show on ZSPN on YouTube. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about this Los Angeles Lakers versus the OKC Thunder tonight. Guys, what a critical win for the Los Angeles Lakers. As you can see from the title of this video, this was a critical win for the Lakers to achieve tonight by beating the OKC Thunder. And with this win, the Lakers get bumped up to the 8th seed in the Western Conference. So this is good news for the Lakers. They basically are like 1.5 games or maybe a half a game away from reaching the 6th seed, close to the 7th seed. So, and it sort of depends, as we keep on mentioning on this channel, is that, the Lakers, they need to do whatever it takes to win games, but they need to hope that the rest of the teams around them, like OKC, like the Pelicans, like the Golden State Warriors, the LA Clippers now, even the Phoenix Suns, if you really think about it, they need to lose their games so the Lakers can have an opportunity to, gain some sort of momentum and I guess some I don't know what you call it, like I guess comfortality type of way for the Lakers to be comfortable in when it comes to their seed in the Western Conference. So, it's as much wins the Lakers need to win. They need to make sure that they also need to hope that the rest of the teams around them, lose their games when it comes down to when it's all said and done. So, a critical win for the Lakers. I really can't wait to get into every player that played tonight and their performances tonight, and just some key players that stepped up to the plate to help the Lakers out due to injuries that had occurred before the game started, and just some updates as well. I'll be talking about some updates about the Lakers and the potential return of LeBron James. So please stay tuned for that, guys. I really appreciate it. But before anything, like always, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all like good social media stuff. And of course, like always, please be sure to like my page on Facebook, ZSPN, and also follow me on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok at ZSPN. Guys, I really do appreciate all your love and support you guys have shown me all across social media, and of course on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. Once again, guys, hit that notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button so you will know when I go live or upload videos on this channel when it comes to news, updates, rumors, speculations about the Lakers. And, as I mentioned beforehand in the previous live stream, I will be making a video about the Lakers offseason plans once the season is potentially over for the Lakers at any given moment. Either we're in the postseason or we can't make it to these 8 games remaining, and somehow the Lakers somehow go on just on a slump or something. I will be making a video, and I do that every single year. So please be sure to hit that notification bell so you will know when I upload that video. So please do so. I really appreciate it. And once again, thank you all so much for your love and support you guys have shown me on social media and on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. I really appreciate it. But now let's talk about this critical win for the Los Angeles Lakers. This was a win. This was a win for the Lakers. I have to say they came out all the stops when it comes to, just doing whatever they can to stop the OKC Thunder for taking advantage of them, especially when it came to the second half. The first half, it was the easy cake for the Lakers. They came with the offensive attack with the dominance of Anthony Davis in the first quarter with 15 points that he put up in the first quarter. And, the Lakers were just nothing but sensational when it came to the offensive effort and their shooting. And, especially when it came to the second quarter, they continued to manage the game, but, they somehow just took in like a backseat, if you will, but they kind of managed it a bit when it came to their lead that they were on in the second quarter. But then the third quarter was a bit scarce at one point. I was a bit scarce when it came to the Lakers, somehow just losing their lead in the third quarter, but they continued to manage and play aggressive defense against OKC. And then in the fourth quarter, everything went according to plan with the great effort from the Lakers in the fourth quarter, especially from Dennis Schroeder, who got inserted into the starting lineup due to D'Lo getting a hip injury that he suffered. I'm not sure how he suffered it, but it was announced today. I mean, it was real late notifications. It was probably like an hour or two before the Lakers started this game tonight. So it was just some notifications that I received from D'Lo, getting getting a hip injury that he suffered. I'm not sure if it was during practice or something, but for some reason, we did not hear any news about him having to deal with some sort of injury that he suffered, previous in the previous game. So this was probably during practice or something, but hopefully it was not anything too serious that would keep him out for a lengthy period of time. So just hopefully D'Lo gets well soon. I mean, you really need him, especially when it comes to these 8-game stretches that are really critical to the Lakers to win those 8 games. So, or just some of them that will just, obviously help us out a bit. So, with that being said, this was a great win for the Lakers, a critical one. Let's just look at the team stats for just a bit. And for those of you who are joining me, please comment in this live stream. I really appreciate it. I will read them out and give you all my thoughts and my opinions of any questions that you guys have about the Lakers and news, update, speculation, and just this game in general. I will read them out and give you all my thoughts and my opinions about it, and I really appreciate it. So, please do so. I really do appreciate it. But let's look at the Lakers team's stats. Obviously the Lakers were very aggressive, and they were just even with the OKC Thunder when it came to similar stats that were out there. Other than the free throws, which it still continues to be a real problem for the Lakers when it comes to them making their free throws. But in general, the field goals, the Lakers shot 46% from the field goal compared to the 43% from OKC Thunder. And then obviously the shootings were quite even a bit, but the OKC Thunder were the better shooting team, shot about like 38 to 39% from the three compared to the Lakers 35. And then their free throws was obviously were not matched. I mean, the OKC Thunder's free throws were like around 89.5% compared to the Lakers 71. So the Lakers continuously missed key free throws that were obviously should have been winnable ones when it comes all said and done. So it's unfortunate, but a win is a win in any given moment for the Lakers when it comes to this season, and just for them to be in the spot that they're in when it comes to reaching the postseason. So just 8 games remaining. The Lakers need to win as much games as they can, but at the same time, they need to hope that the teams that are around the Lakers need to lose their games for them to have a fighting chance in the postseason. So with that being said, I mean, this is just an opportunity for the Lakers to just win as much games as they can. That's all is the bottom line about that. So, but yeah, free throws continues to be a problem for the Lakers. Assists is kind of even with both sides with 20 to 21. And then the rebounding, obviously the Lakers were the better defensive team and the better rebounding team with 53 and 16 offensive rebounds compared to the OKC Thunder's 45 to 12 offensive rebounds. The Lakers had 9 steals compared to the OKC Thunder's 6. And when it came down to the blocks, obviously the OKC Thunder has an edge on 1 with 5 blocks and the Lakers 4. Then the turnovers were even as well. I mean, if you really think about it, I mean, it was just off by 1. But, obviously the Lakers turn over the ball mostly with 11 compared to their 10. But, it was just a quite even matchup if you really think about it. I mean, the Lakers really brought their A game in this game, especially when it came to the first half, and all because of the greatness of Anthony Davis. I mean, there's no denying the great performance, the MVP performance of Anthony Davis out there tonight, guys, leading the way, especially in the first half and the first quarter, with 15 points that he put up in the first quarter until now, which obviously MVP numbers, and that is 37 points for the Los Angeles Lakers. Went up 15 of 21 from the field, so he attacked the rim a lot, especially with his dunks. I mean, I made a YouTube short. If you guys haven't watched that yet, go check it out. And I posted it all across social media. So go check it out. I really do appreciate it. It was nothing but dunks for Anthony Davis, especially some monstrous ones that were obviously were meant to happen when it came down to his dunks that were out there tonight. So just great job out there for Anthony Davis. Went 15 of 21 from the field and managed to give us 15 rebounds. That is obviously, the numbers that he continuously loves to put up for the Los Angeles Lakers. So it is just nothing but sensational for what Anthony Davis has been putting up for the Lakers for these past couple of games. I mean, obviously not on the offensive side, but when it comes to his rebounding and his defense, I mean, he has been A+ when it comes down to it. Now, but in this game, it was a lot of offense and less defense, but defense was solid with 15 rebounds out there tonight and managed to give us one steal. Surprisingly, no blocks. I mean, they're with his dominance tonight, you would think that he put up more blocks out there, but it is what it is. 15 rebounds and 37 points for the Los Angeles Lakers to lead the way. And, with a couple of games remaining, 8 games remaining, that late, knock on wood, Anthony Davis should remain healthy for these next 8 games. And hopefully with the return of LeBron James, it will be obviously he will get some reinforcements for sure once LeBron James returns. And according to reports from Dave McMenamin of ESPN, he basically puts up that, with 3 games remaining, we will see the potential return of LeBron James. But the likelihood we could potentially see the return of LeBron James is the start of the postseason. So that's more of the likelihood and the likely side that we'll see the return of LeBron James when it comes down to his return from his injury about a month ago. So with that being said, a speedy recovery for LeBron, but hopefully with his return, he will be at 100% and ready to go for the postseason. So that's some good news there. But, just to be on the safer side, we could see the return of LeBron at the start of the postseason. That's why the Lakers need to do whatever it takes to remain healthy and just be aggressive for these next 8 games remaining of the regular season. So, and there's not going to be this. It's going to be a tough one for the Lakers. I mean, they have some. It's going to be winnable ones, but at the same time, these teams that the Lakers are going to be facing for the next couple of weeks are they're no scrubs. I mean, Chicago Bulls twice. Then you have the Minnesota, who obviously have the return of Karl Anthony Towns. Even though they don't have Anthony Edwards, they still have Karl Anthony Towns. So, that's another matchup that we could potentially see in this next week. So, and then you have, a revenge win potentially against the Rockets, on April 2nd. Then you have Tuesdays, April 4th against Utah, who have been very surprisingly very competitive after the trade deadline. I mean, surprisingly, they have been very competitive, since their trade and them potentially being depleted of their players when they traded Malik Beasley and Jared Vanderbilt. So with that being said, the Utah Jazz, there are no scrubs as well. Then you have the LA Clippers, who are basically, they don't have Paul George because of his injury, but lately they've been winning games as of late, and they have a matchup tomorrow against the Utah Jazz, ironically. So with that being said, that could be an opportunity for the Lakers to take advantage of that win, but that could be a challenging one because they are the 5th, I believe they're the 5th seed in the Western Conference. So that could be an opportunity for them to lose their games in these next couple of weeks. But then once they face the Lakers, it's kind of like a must-win scenario for the Lakers to beat the LA Clippers, but sort of remains to be seen at this particular moment. So, and then you have the Phoenix Suns, and then the last game will be against the Utah Jazz, which, as I mentioned, the return of LeBron is probably within the LA Clippers matchup and or maybe the Phoenix Suns matchup. So that's the potential return of LeBron James. But as I mentioned, the likelihood is for him to return once the postseason begins. So that could be a likely return. But LeBron, he takes care of his body. The guy could potentially return, maybe if he wants to help the Lakers out in those 3 games remaining of the regular season. So, we just have to wait and see about that. But, with that being said, it's going to be a tough road for the Lakers, but at the same time, they're winnable ones. They're winnable ones that the Lakers can achieve. But, sort of remains to be seen with how the Lakers have been, performing as of late. They're on a 3-game winning streak, so that's good news. But at the same time, it sort of depends on their motivation and their Mamba mentality for them to do whatever they can to win games. So, it's just a waiting game at this particular moment of these next 8 games remaining of the regular season. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Let me just count them, Rick. I don't want. I want to be right. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yeah, 8 games remaining. After this win, it's 8 games remaining of the regular season. So, just a great win, a great critical win for the Los Angeles Lakers tonight. But let's just hope that they continue on this trend that they're on with this 3-game winning streak. So that is an opportunity for them to do whatever they can to win. So just a great job out there for the Lakers, but great job out there for Anthony Davis and his MVP performance out there tonight. And then Dennis Schroeder, obviously, as I mentioned, started for the Los Angeles Lakers due to D'Lo's hip injury. It was a bit surprising when I saw the notifications that he was going to be out due to hip injury, but hopefully it's not anything too serious. We could potentially see the return of D'Lo very soon. They don't have a timeline of when he will return. Maybe there is, but I just probably didn't check. But the likelihood he could potentially return maybe next week. I mean, that's just my own opinion because it's just a hip injury and it's just a sudden one. So hopefully it is not anything too serious that will keep him out for a lengthy period with these 8 games remaining. That is a critical games that the Lakers need to win for them to be secured in the for a potential play-in spot. That, and as I mentioned, with this win, beating the OKC Thunder, the Lakers are in the 8th seed. So that's good news for the Lakers because they're just in reach of reaching the 6th seed, the 7th seed, and if anything, if somehow the Phoenix Suns lose their games and potentially, the LA Clippers, the likelihood the Lakers could potentially get the 5th seed, hope maybe the 4th seed. You never know. So that sort of depends on them if they want to achieve that. But you know, after the All-Star break, the goal was that they were going to reach the 6th seed in the Western Conference. So it's still a safety net. I mean, the Lakers just trying to find a safety uh, seed in the Western Conference so they can feel comfortable where they're at. So, but the likelihood with Phoenix Suns not doing well, and now the LA Clippers with no Paul George, it's just destined that it's just an open field for all teams in the Western Conference that are vying for a play-in or a postseason type of season. Uh, that could be an opportunity for them to potentially somehow get in that sort of you know what's the word for it, type of situation in the Western Conference because it's such an open field for any team to get any sort of seed that they want. So that's the hope and that's the opportunity for the Lakers to achieve. But sort of remains to be seen at this particular moment with how the Lakers have been playing this season. But let's just hope that the Lakers will achieve that with these 8 games remaining in the season so far. So, but yeah, but speaking of, I went on that tangent there, but it was all about Dennis Schroeder tonight. Put up 21 points out there for the Lakers, went 8 of 14 from the field, went 2 of 4 from the three, and managed to give us 3 rebounds and 6 assists and 2 steals for the Los Angeles Lakers tonight. So, and he turned over the ball a lot with 3 turnovers, and he basically tied with Austin Reaves. But I'll get to him in just a bit. But what a great way for him to have a great night in his return to the starting lineup. I mean, Dennis Schroeder has been the starting point guard for the Lakers since the season started, and he's been great to have, but at the same time, who would rather have D'Lo or Dennis Schroeder? You obviously go with the former All Star in, with D'Lo when it comes down to it. So, it's just it was just a great opportunity for Dennis Schroeder to show what he's made of and ready to say, you know what, we're going to win as much games as we can with these 8 games remaining. So it's just a great opportunity for him to go all out and ball when it comes down to his, him starting for the Los Angeles Lakers. And let's hope that this trend will continue because, Dennis Schroeder has a history of just disappearing when it comes to his role in the starting lineup. This season so far. So, but a great night for Dennis Schroeder. He stepped up, so great job for him. 21 points for the Los Angeles Lakers, and then Austin Reaves continuously show what he's capable of and trying to help the Lakers out any way he can. But he had a solid night compared to his last couple of games where he's been averaging around with his career night against the Orlando Magic, and now recently when he was averaging 25 points. I forgot what was that matchup against, but in that game when he started for the Lakers, we saw like a bit of a trend that Austin Reeves has arrived, and he still is. I mean, there's no denying that how his performance was tonight was just an outlier or anything, but if anything, he just had a great night. Austin Reeves, 11 points for the Lakers, went 3 of 12 from the field, 1 of 5 from the three, but he managed to give us 6 rebounds and 9 assists. But in any given night, Austin Reeves, he is trusted by this team. I mean, with anything, he is a guy that you always need to rely on when it comes to him putting up some key moves and just being a good playmaker, shooting wise as well. But any given night, he does produce for you when it comes to his idea to help this Lakers team win as much games as they can at critical games and critical situations. So, but this is just he just had an off night, but a solid night, if you will. I mean, he had 11 points out there tonight, so and 9 assists for the Los Angeles Lakers, leading the way with 9 assists tonight. So just a solid night for Austin Reeves. Then you had Troy Brown Jr., who had 6 points out there tonight. And then you have Jared Vanderbilt, who put up 1 point, but his defense was the main attraction of how the Lakers won tonight as well. But I have to say, in that 1 minute left remaining, you would think that the Lakers. I'm not sure what they do when it comes to their practice drills, but is there like a segment where maybe they can make their free throws or something? I mean, are they practicing their free throws? I mean, I just want the Lakers to just shoot around like 88 and as a team, 88 to maybe 90% from making their free throws because these are free points. These are critical free points that could help you win games. And we saw that with Austin Reeves, who has made 16 of 17 of his free throws that in his historic night that he put up against the OKC Thunder. So, with that being said, I mean, I just think if anything, the Lakers at least, even if they're not shooting well, you can just hope that they put up a really good night when it comes to their free throws making. So that's just me. But Jared Vanderbilt, he defensively rebounded. He stepped up in a big way with 10 rebounds out there tonight. But let's talk about the bench, who I have to say I was very impressed with their performance, especially for one player who I even forgot that he was on the team because how low and how reduced his minutes were because of the changes that we did at the trade deadline. That it was just calling for him to potentially, has his get being out of the rotation. But since D'Lo is out, he needed to step up his game out there tonight, and that was Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker, I haven't said his name in quite some time. I mean, when it comes down to his status of the team and his presence on the team. So, Lonnie Walker stepped up as the sixth man for the Los Angeles Lakers with 20 points out there tonight, went 7 of 12 from the field, 4 of 8 from the three. I mean, his shooting efforts was sensational for the Los Angeles Lakers out there tonight. I mean, he was our shooter tonight, when it comes down to it, 4 of 8. great job out there for Lonnie Walker. And then he put up 4 rebounds and 3 steals for the Lakers. So he was on his A game. He showed that we needed to win this win, a critical win against OKC, and they just achieved it. They achieved it tonight with a great win tonight, and all because of the help of Lonnie Walker off the bench with 20 points. I mean, those are the type of numbers that the second unit needs to put up, or at least one of them need to put up, because if some teams in the starting lineup, no, excuse me, some players in the starting lineup are not stepping up their roles, maybe just other than maybe one or two, you would think that the other guy from the second unit needs to step up as well. So that's what Lonnie Walker did for the Los Angeles Lakers, with them being depleted of injuries, with LeBron and D'Lo and Mo Bamba. I mean, this was just an opportunity for Lonnie Walker to show what he is actually made of, and tell the world that you forgot about me. I mean, I'm the guy who started for the Lakers for almost a half the season before my role got reduced because of some key players coming to the Lakers, and with D'Lo and Jared Vanderbilt and Malik Beasley. So with that being said, I mean, this was an opportunity to have Lonnie Walker say to the world that I am still a really good player. And that's what he did tonight. He went on a scoring effort out there tonight with his shooting efforts. So just great job out there for Lonnie Walker, stepping up for the second unit as our 6 man tonight. So great job out there for him. Malik Beasley put up 10 points, went 2 of 6 from the three, went 4 of 11 from the field. But guys, you can just tell that Austin Reaves is basically there to stay at the starting lineup because of his efforts that he's been putting up since the All-Star break. So it's been nothing but sensational to watch. And I think Malik Beasley is where he belongs right now at the moment, as the second unit, bringing that scoring and the shooting efforts coming off the bench. I mean, if you can just tell from these past couple of games, he's been, obviously his role in his scoring has been diminished, but at the same time, on any given night, he could give us a solid maybe 12, 14 points off the bench. I mean, that's just reasonable type of numbers that you can put up off the bench for us. And, if he can give us like 3 of 6, 2 of 6, uh, off the bench, then that could obviously help the Lakers out and take us over the edge when it comes to, just winning any games with his shooting efforts. So I just have to put that out there when it comes down to, Malik Beasley. And then Wenyen Gabriel, continuously, always a huge presence on this team because of his athleticism and his rebounding, and just a guy who can, play all multiple positions, and also can play on both sides of the ball, offensively and defense. And, guys, he's just been a key part of this team. I'm just so glad that he got like a lot of minutes out there, putting up 7 points, went shot 1 3. That was a critical one, especially when it came to the first quarter, where the Lakers obviously went on a huge run offensively in the first quarter, and that all had to do with Wenyen Gabriel's performance out there tonight. So with his shooting, that one shot that was critical as well. So great job for him. Then he had 8 rebounds for the Los Angeles Lakers. So great job out there for Wenyen Gabriel. But then you have Rui Hachimura. He had a bad night, but hopefully he'll bounce back from this. And if anything, with these 8 games remaining, all of the players need to step up in any given chance for them to just help the Lakers as much as they can. I mean, that's just the bottom line when it comes down to it. I mean, all of the players need to step up. Lonnie Walker stepped up in a big way in this critical win against the OKC Thunder. And if anything, just all of the players need to step up. That's the bottom line when it comes down to it. And, it just sort of remains to be seen about the status of D'Angelo Russell's return. There's no a lot of timeline yet of when he will potentially return, but it's just a matter of time. He's dealing with some soreness in his right hip. So that's according to Mike Trudell of Spectrum Sportsnet, the Lakers Sportsnet. So this was this is just an opportunity for him to potentially somehow just do whatever they can to just has have a much players out there to show what they're made of to help the Lakers out when it comes to winning games moving forward. So with 8 games remaining, so this is a critical one. This is a critical opportunity for the Lakers to just go on a grind, go on a grind for these next 8 games with them being on a win streak now. That could be an opportunity that or open the door for an opportunity for the Lakers to just go on a run or go on a streak at this particular moment. So let's just hope for that because they'll be facing Sunday against the Chicago Bulls. So we could potentially see the return of Patrick Beverly in LA. So that's not going to be a fun one. But at the same time, let's just hope that his taunts and his antics will not take advantage of the Lakers' opportunity to win it in that game. But, sort of remains to be seen because, Patrick Beverly has a history, with the Lakers when it comes down to his taunts. But I think more than ever with him getting traded recently, it's just an opportunity for the Lakers to just, bring their A game. Let's hope that they just potentially just do whatever they can to win that matchup on Sunday against the Chicago Bulls. So, and, just as I mentioned, the Lakers will just go on a road when it comes down to it. So let's just hope for that. Let's hope for the Lakers to potentially just buckle down, bring that Bamba mentality, and just start winning games after this. So, with 8 games remaining. So, let's just look at Twitter real quick. I wanted to see what people's reaction about this win. There's got to be a lot of good feedback. When it comes down to some of the Lakers fans out there. So let's just see them real quick. And for those of you who are still joining me and obviously we're watching, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and follow me all across social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ZSBN. I really appreciate it. Just follow me all across social media so you will know when I upload or go live every single Lakers post-game show and giving you all my thoughts and my opinions about every single Lakers news, update, speculation. So please do so. I really appreciate it. So just looking at this post right here from Lakers lead, they're basically putting up all the check signs of the games tonight and some of the players and teams that went on in the Lakers' favor when it comes down to the games that were scheduled tonight. So the Lakers win. The Thunder's lost with a green check. Then the Memphis, no, excuse me, the Dallas Mavericks losing. Then you have the Jazz losing, the Blazers losing. Lakers go 0.500. That's a good news there. First time this season the Lakers reach 0.500 as their record. So that's good news. I hate to say that because it's like this is the Lakers we're talking about. I mean, they have always been a 0.500 team, as a franchise, but at the same time, lately and probably since Kobe Bryant retired, or maybe beforehand, the Lakers haven't been the team to watch, and when it comes down to them, reaching the postseason and stuff. So, but that's a whole different discussion for a whole different day. But I just have to put that out there. First time in over a year. Oh yeah, for the Lakers, 0.500, and then they tied for the 7th seed, 2 games of the 4th seed. So if the Lakers just go on a 2 more games on a win streak, the Lakers could potentially get the 4th seed. So lots of things are riding on the Lakers to do whatever they can to win when it comes down to their 8 games remaining of the regular season. Because as I mentioned, the Western Conference is such an open field that any team can get the 4th seed, the 5th seed, the 6th seed, 7th, 8th. I mean, it's just a matter of time until any team can reach that sort of limit. So, that's why I'm hoping for tomorrow. you know, if anything, I mean, the Clippers are going to be facing the Utah Jazz tomorrow. So the idea is the Clippers to beat the Utah Jazz because the Lakers will have a much better chance of just securing their seat of where they're at. But at the same time, if the LA Clippers lose, they get moved down, and that could open the opportunity for the Lakers to get maybe the fifth seed, or maybe the fourth seed, maybe the sixth. You never know. So, with that being said, I mean, it's kind of like a interesting conundrum, if you will, of how the Lakers should hope any team in the Western Conference, how they potentially, lose their games compared to the Lakers that need to win their games to have a better shot in any sort of seed in the Western Conference. So it's very interesting that the Lakers are just 2 games down of reaching the fourth seed in the Western Conference. So it's very interesting. Obviously Anthony Davis with an MVP performance out there tonight with 37 points and 15 rebounds. So he brought his A game. He brought his MVP caliber game out there tonight. Lonnie Walker was nothing but buckets, absolutely. And then Dennis Schroeder, who stepped up for the Lakers, due to D'Lo's injuries. So, with that being said, he all across the board, everything went directly as according to plan, what the Lakers wanted tonight, and they achieved it in a big way out there tonight. Let's see here. Yeah, the Lakers, lots of people are posting this, 0.500 for the first time this season, or if anything. I mean, last season, the Lakers were not even near that. So it's just very fortunate that the Lakers reached that this season. And now, more than anything, it's all about where they're at right now. And hopefully they can just achieve their opportunity to just continue to win games after this, with this 3-game winning streak. So let's just hope for that. Let's hope the Lakers will achieve that for sure. And yeah, it's just so surprising. I'm just watching. I just saw a post from Arash Markazi. He basically puts it out there. The Lakers are just down 2 games to reach the fourth seed. So let's hope the Lakers will go on a streak or anything, or if anything, really, if they go on a streak and hope for other teams around them to lose their games, the Lakers could reach the fourth seed in the Western Conference. So that's a good opportunity for them to achieve that. I mean, you know, instead of being the sixth seed, why not get the fourth seed? I mean, the Phoenix Suns are not doing good. The LA Clippers are not doing good. It's just destined for any team in the Western Conference to reach the fourth seed or the fifth seed. So, that's our hope. That's our opportunity for the Lakers to achieve that for sure. So, let's just hope that they do so, and hopefully the Lakers will bring their A game after this win against the OKC Thunder. Let's see here. Just want to see some more posts out there. Yeah, other than that, just there's just some good feedback. That's all we really have to say. I mean, when it comes down to it. So, honestly, guys, I'm just gonna end this live stream now. I mean, I said the gist of everything. So, thank you all for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. And guys, after this win, I mean, this was a critical win. I'm glad the Lakers achieved it, and now they're at 500 now with the season, and now the Lakers could potentially go on a streak now, maybe beat the Chicago Bulls on Sunday, and potentially just go on a road. They have a road schedule next week, so that could be an opportunity for them to win some, and then hopefully with these 8 games remaining, they just continue to manage their record and hope for the rest of the teams in the Western Conference to lose their games so the Lakers can have a pretty good chance of a better seed in the Western Conference. I mean, they're good right now with the 8th seed after this win, but as I mentioned, the Lakers are 2 games down from reaching the 4th seed. So if the Lakers do that, just imagine how comfortable they will be in those seeds. They don't have to play in the play-in, which all of us really predicted that they will potentially be in. But if they somehow get the 4th seed, the Lakers have a lot of games off, or they have basically a couple of weeks off. And that's good news for Anthony Davis if he wants to get some rest in. And, the potential return of LeBron James. And you never know. Maybe we'll see the return maybe of Mo Bamba or something. I mean, it's just sort of remains to be seen. And what I'm trying to get at, the Lakers will be at 100% and ready to go for the postseason once the playoff begins after the play-in. So play-in tournament. So, but yeah, that's our hope. Maybe the Lakers can achieve that, but sort of remains to be seen at this particular moment, guys. And at the same time, we just have to hope. Hopefully, the Lakers will bring their A game, bring that Mamba mentality after this win against the OKC Thunder, and just continue to just impress us all with their performances in these next 8 games remaining of the regular season. So thank you all for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe to the channel, and of course, follow me all across social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at ZSPN for any news, rumors, updates, speculations about the Los Angeles Lakers. This is the channel for that. So please be sure to do so. I really appreciate it. And once again, thank you all for joining me on this live stream on this channel, and just all the love support you guys have shown me all across social media. It's just so well received and much appreciated. And with your love, support, and this continuation, make no mistake, I will deliver for all of you when it comes down to every single Lakers news, update, speculations. So once again, thank you all for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.